Right, Rich.
My name is Rich.
Okay, great comedy to start on. I've got a pitch for you today.
Hit me.
What if Seth Macfarlane created Smiling Friends?
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I'm just thinking of all, like, I wouldn't... shit, how'd that go about, man?
it's like we've got to dismantle... It's like
He's like, you think that's bad?
Yeah, we've got a lovely automobile here, and we're about to dismantle it and fill it with faulty parts.
It's basically like, what if all the writing staff of Smiling Friends disappeared and the manatees just went crazy?
Yeah.
The balls were starting to rot.
Oh.
By the way, we're referring to the South Park joke.
The
Family Guy writers are just manatees that pick up a verb, noun, and a situation or something. And it's like, look, perfect Family Guy joke. Michael Jackson, Tenerife, and dancing. And then it's like, it cuts to like Peter Griffin and so, you think that's bad? I went to Tenerife and Michael Jackson kept dancing on my plate. And it just cuts to him going, but yeah, so we're gonna do that. Basically, we're gonna manatee the fuck out of Smiling Friends. But you know what's, boss? He is a really amazing voice actor and singer.
Yeah, and I'd argue writer, because he has written really good jokes before. Well, the thing that Family Guy writers and Seth particularly are criticised for is the show isn't about characters. It's just each character is a joke machine. So that's what we've got to change Smiling Friends into. How about we rewrite the Desmond episode?
Okay, what if the Smiling Friends pilot was written by Seth Macfarlane? There we go.
Yeah.
So, Mr. He'd have to do all the voices, so it wouldn't be all the voices that we usually do.
No, I'd say so Zach and Michael came into the office and he said, we love their idea. You're definitely going to voice it, but we've got someone else in to write it.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So, Mr. Boss saying, well, boys, we got a beautiful thing today. And Charlie's like, oh, man, like, what thing? I want to go play video games. And
we're going to do a cutaway joke already.
Yeah, and it just cuts away and suddenly he just sat there playing video games. And then Pim's outside the door going, Charlie, come on, we gotta go to work. And then it just cuts back. And then so
it didn't last 3 seconds.
But what's funny is there's no joke there. It's just like they're just doing cutaways for no reason. Pim goes, Charlie, and then it just cuts back. And then Charlie opens the door and goes, Pim, what do you want? And say, come on, Charlie, we got work. He goes, no, my work is gaming. And he closes the door and then it comes back to the Mr. Boss. Yeah. And Mr. Boss is like, okay, so let me tell you what you got. And then it cuts away again. And the back in the room and Charlie's like, Pim, I'm not going to work. I want to play games today. And then all of a sudden the water blows up.
Right. Why?
And it's Stewie. And he's like, well, hello, gentlemen. What are you up to in here? Are you in a classic cutback situation? I know what's going on. And then it goes back to Mr. Boss and he's feeling all woozy going, good guys. There's no narrative.
I love that Seth MacFarlane went, right, no one's going to watch this Smiling Friends. We obviously need to throw Stewie in there for 5 seconds.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a cutaway virus that's spreading. Mr. Boss goes, are we done? Is the cutaway done? And then Charlie's like, for now, I think. And then Mr. Boss goes, okay, there's a beautiful boy in this village. You go there, okay, leave before it happens again. And then it cuts. Yeah. They're at the boy's house.
Yeah.
And then Pim goes, hey, who was that? That little baby with the gun. Why did he just go, I see you're stuck in a cutaway gag. And Charlie's like, dude, a lot of things happen. I just don't really know, and I just want to get this done so I can go play games again.
They go into Desmond's room, and he's there with the gun to his head. Maybe they ask him how he's feeling, and he's like, oh, I've been better.
I've been better. And then Charlie goes, no, and then it cuts. and it's like...
Man, I didn't mean that, and I saw it coming. Here's the thing, I've used the Family Guy idea balls and I've got us a few words here if you want to make a cutaway.
Oh, go on.
Lighthouse collapsing the Terminator.
He goes, so, I've been better. And then it just cuts and it's like, he's in a lighthouse going, wow, you can see the ships from here? It starts crumbling. He's like, whoa. And then it just falls to bits and he's like crippled and he can't move. And then the Terminator turns up and goes, I told you I'll be back.
Man, this started with him saying I've been better, and then flashback to the time he was crippled by a collapsing lighthouse.
Maybe that was the one time he was better when he was like in.
Yeah, I like that because it's.
The one time he was better when we got to see where the lighthouse is. So they're back, and then so you like lighthouses? And he goes, no, not anymore.
Yeah. So they've got to make him smile. Do they do what they did in the original pilot of taking him to Daveland, or?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe they keep thinking about going to this lighthouse, but it's traumatizing, and he thinks Terminator's gonna keep turning up. But I think this is the terror of the episode. The cutaways can happen anywhere.
I like the idea. They're walking down the street and Desmond sees like a poster for an Arnie movie in the window, and he's terrified.
Yeah, and I just keep saying, "I'll be back," and he's like, "Please don't be back, please."
He'll be back. He said.
Charlie's like, "Dude, he always says that. That's like his thing."
They made that joke in Expendables too.
Oh, did they?
I think it's Bruce Willis and Arnie crouched in a church, and Arnie goes, "I'll be back," and Bruce Willis goes, he always says that.
Like it's like Captain America's fucking, I can do this all day.
Oh, right.
So I want to bring Stewie back into it. I want to see if Stewie's like trying to break.
Right.
Stewie's noticed in all their universes that people keep shifting, so there'll be like a cutaway gag, and he's like, whoa. So now he's going across the Macfarlane verse to find out the source of it. So they're on the ride, and every time there's a cutaway, let's say the world shakes a tiny bit. So they're like in the theme park, and they're like, okay. "Oh, Charlie, this is nearly as fun as that time," and then it cuts back.
Yeah, I've got some words if you want them.
Yeah, flip, go on.
Beehive, constructing, and Shrek.
Thank you, manatees. A perfect Family Guy joke as always. Maybe it's like, it's as perfect as last time we had Shrek help us construct a ladder to get to the beehive. And then it cuts back and it's just Shrek going, "No, you gotta move it to the left! To the left!" And Charlie's like, What? No, Charlie's like, "I can't tell you over that really bad accent." And then he accidentally knocks the beehive and it just smashes open and everyone gets stung. And then it cuts back.
Do we need to pay for that, man, or is that parody? I don't know.
Oh, no. Oh, well, it's like South Park. They just randomly started throwing in characters in the end. Trying to see if they get away with it. Like when you had the Flash there, man. Like, why was the Flash in the background?
So that was our little challenge to DreamWorks. Go on, sue us. All right, I like it.
Sue us, you bastards. So, yeah, and then... So they come back to the theme park and the rides shake a little bit and there's just devastation in the background, but they're not really paying attention. So do you reckon they go back to the office? Pim's like, "I've got a perfect thing for us to do. Look for cheese." And then they're in the background of the office where Alan is looking for the slice of cheese. Stewie is in there, tied up. "Thank God, gentlemen. It does appear that you found me." Charlie's like, "Hey, you're that dude from the cutaway earlier." And then Stewie goes, "It's those cutaways. You gotta stop doing them." Pim's like, "What cutaways? We're just reminiscing. We're having fun. It was almost like that." And he goes, "No, stop it! Don't do any more, goddammit!" And then Charlie's like, well, what do we gotta do? Desmond's here."
They need to make Desmond smile, and the thing that made Desmond smile was killing. So does he kill Stewie or something?
Yeah, so they keep stopping all of them trying to do cutaways, and every time Desmond done a cutaway, he's had fun. So he's been having fun, he's like, "Oh, it's fun, like making up jokes or remembering things."
Because it's distracting them from the fear of the Terminator. Yeah. Yes,
and he keeps trying to go, "It was almost like that," and they go, "No, it was okay." It was like, "No," and he goes, "Oh, you know what?" And I'm just shoots Stewie in the head.
Can we end on the smile? Because it plays a noise, doesn't it, when the person smiles? And
then,
instead of cutting away to the TV to show he's an exterminator, can we show he's being arrested for assassinating?
Yeah.
Gonna say he's gone on to be an assassin and he's killed an insurance CEO.
Yeah, that's it.
Desmond Luigi's second CEO.
And then Charlie's like, "Dude, that dude's a hero, you know."